it's time for a Todoroki family reunion as we discuss what this might mean for the future of My Hero Academia. Hey YouTube, it's Basically Anime, and today we have one of the most expected theories from My Hero Academia chapter 290 spoilers to talk about today. Now I won't tease. Dabi, in a very dancing happy-like manner, was wearing hair dye this entire time and was actually revealed to be Touya Todoroki, the long-lost but presumed dead member of the Todoroki family. And to be honest, this was kind of expected. I mean, ever since Dabi even stepped onto the scene, he was automatically connected and theorized to be Soto Todoroki's brother before we even knew he had brothers, or at least before we knew of Touya's existence. Now since then, the writers have been dropping little hints and clues every once in a while, but now they have finally revealed what we have been expecting this whole time. Now, what does this mean for the future of My Hero Academia and the Todoroki family? Now stay tuned for that. We're going to be discussing all of that in this video. But before we get into that, if you're a first timer to the channel, if you love My Hero Academia content, just hit that subscribe button. Make sure to smash that like button if you like this video. And if you're subscribed, make sure to turn on your post notifications so you get notified every time I post. Now, a little backstory on Touya Todoroki, or as we know him, Dabi. From a young age, Touya was trained by his father because he possessed a fire quirk that was even more powerful than Enji's own hell flame, which was cremation. However, because he inherited the weaker version of his mother Rei Todoroki's quirk, Enji deemed him a failure, just as he did with Touya's younger siblings, meaning since they had a small or even non-existent version of their mother's ice quirk, they were tossed aside. Even though their fire quirks are known to be pretty impressive, at the time Endeavor was looking for a child with bro quirks that would surpass All Might, or the number one position at the time, which is Todoroki. Shortly after his mother left, Touya died in an accident. Although the details regarding said accident are still widely unknown, and that created some space for all the theories and speculation to come in about his whereabouts. So we were practically left with that only piece of information. But it was pretty easy to make and form a connection between Dabi and Endeavor because, well, Dabi has been extremely interested into Endeavor and has been saying for a long time that he wants to fight him or even face him. Now, of course, as we have seen throughout the latest or recent chapters of the My Hero Academia manga, Dabi's wish has come true, and he finally has come face to face with his long-awaited opponent. Now, Dabi has managed to do something that barely anyone can do, and he has paralyzed and hurt Endeavor eternally from the inside. And yes, I am talking about emotions. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and be all emotional with you, but you have to remember, we have seen the scene of Endeavor literally praying at his son's grave and regretting what he had done to him as Enji was finally turning over a new leaf. Now we are now seeing Dabi, or Touya Todoroki, whatever you want to call him, literally dancing and just having fun, while revealing that he is the villain that you have to defeat and the person that has killed many people throughout the years. Note that Endeavor and Dabi have already encountered each other once, and Endeavor practically had fought him. Endeavor had fought his son. Now, not only has he permanently scarred Endeavor for life, but he has kind of blurred the line between heroes and villains, and that might be a problem in the future. But we can all say no matter what Endeavor has done in the past, Dabi is overdoing it, and I can honestly sympathize with Endeavor. Now, what does this mean for the Todoroki family? Well, I know what this means for Endeavor, and this is something you really have to think about. To Endeavor, Touya is his dead son that he misses and cherishes in his heart, and for him to find out that he is Dabi, and just know Dabi is a murderer, a very dangerous villain, a well-known villain, and most importantly, the villain he has to defeat. Now we know that Endeavor strives and has strived to become the #1 hero in the hero rankings of Japan, and he sure as hell is not shy to completely destroy any villains in his way. I mean, we have seen him numerous and countless of times. He sees villains as scum and people that needs to be captured and punished. Now, this is the only time he has really hesitated and thought about twice about completely wiping the floor with the villain, and this is what I am talking about. Dabi is blurring the line between hero and villains. Now, to Nejire and Ida, two of the heroes standing by at the scene, Dabi is just some other villain they need to take down, but to Soto and Enji, that is their family. So we might see some friction and tension there, to the point that the number one hero of Japan fails to fight his opponents and can't accept the fact that his son is a villain, and that just might seal the fate of Endeavor. But overall, it would be pretty exciting to see another Endeavor vs Dabi fight. Now, in terms of what this might mean for Soto, I would honestly say the same for Endeavor, but not to the same degree or extent. Now, since Endeavor took a focus on Soto because of his hybrid quirk, he separated him from the other kids and practically abused and made him into a hero prodigy even at such a young age. Now, what I'm trying to say is, technically, if we really want to be real about it, Soto has absolutely no relation to Touya or Dabi besides blood. They never really interacted that much and were really by force separated, so I don't see Soto struggling as much, but it would be quite a shock to find out that a villain that you have encountered in the past was actually your long lost or presumed dead brother. Next is what this means for Dabi or Dabi Todoroki to finally be able to reveal himself to his father. Well, the way I see it, Dabi is using this opportunity to get revenge or payback on his dad. Now, I personally think no matter how hard Dabi tries to hide it or act cool or act like chill, he obviously has daddy issues. I mean, his father neglected him as a child and abused their whole family. Now, I think it's going to come out or be revealed in the next few chapters that Dabi, in his perspective, and your Endeavor must have known he was alive, but just did not care to look for him. Now, of course, Endeavor and the Soto Todoroki or the Todoroki family assumed Touya or Dabi now was dead. I think in Dabi's perspective, he thinks they abandoned him, he thinks that they know he was alive, but they still abandoned him. So I think it's going to be revealed that Dabi just hates Endeavor now. Now, we all know that Endeavor regrets what he has done and has turned over a new leaf, but in Dabi's eyes, this is just payback for a bad childhood. Overall, Dabi revealing himself as Touya Todoroki just practically adds to the piling heap of reasons that the villains won this whole arc. They have injured the heroes physically, mentally, and now even emotionally. And imagine if this got out to the public, who already doubts the heroes, as Gigantomachia, on his direction to Shigaraki, already wrecked like half of Japan on the hero's watch. Now they will be hearing that the number one hero of Japan, who is supposed to be protecting them from evil, actually has a son that is a very well-known dangerous villain and is probably a mass murderer. This adds more against heroes, making winning this war or even surviving this war more difficult than ever before. Anyway, this is the end of my video. Let me know any of the discussion points or theories I discussed or focused on or even skimmed on this video and your opinion on them. To be honest, this reveal was awesome for the My Hero Academia manga and is gonna ride a high with the My Hero Academia fandom for a few chapters, maybe even a few weeks, maybe even at this point a few months, and it's just overall an amazing concept or amazing thing that the writers have chosen to reveal. But overall, like I said, if you're a first timer to this channel, if you love My Hero Academia manga and anime related content, feel free to stick around and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you smash that like button if you like this video and you want more down in the comments. Also, if you are subscribed, make sure you turn on your post notifications so you get notified every time I post.